played well. We did everything that we needed to do as far as to win the game. Things just didn't go the way that we planned it down the stretch. Didn't come out on the winning side.
Questions? Coach, can you talk about that last sequence under the basket, what you saw from your perspective?
Yeah, driving towards the basket, I felt like we got fouled. We had a layup going towards the basket. Cameron Harris went up for the layup. Felt like she got fouled here. And then he went back and reset the clock. I thought it was a little bit more time than point, 10th or whatever to put it on. But normally it's a catch and shoot, which I felt like that the basket should have counted. That's exactly what it was. I asked the ref. He kind of waved it off before she even caught the ball, which I didn't feel like was right. But just looking at the stats, and you know, I felt like it during the game, they shot 30 free throws, and then you have one kid to shoot 24 free throws. It's kind of hard to win that way.
Were you surprised you didn't get a whistle in that last possession?
Yes, I was. Yeah, and I understand that sometimes where they want the kids to decide the game, but if it's an advantage, you have to call it. You just can't swallow the whistle at that point.
Coach, what was the biggest difference after halftime? What was the game plan after halftime?
After halftime, we kind of looked at the stats, and we knew that Megan was trying to total, and our game plan was to allow Megan to do what she could. We just didn't feel like she could beat us by herself, and we just wanted to shut everybody else down. We did a great job with allowing everybody else to just kind of play their roles, and we shut them down. We didn't allow them to have the big nights that they normally have. And like I said, we just go back to, you know, it was loose balls and other things where you just couldn't get near Megan. I don't know if the Pope or whoever was here, the president was here, but you just couldn't get near, and it was obvious. And out of everything that happened tonight, that's the biggest disappointment that I had. They didn't allow the kids to play basketball. We got beat up a couple times down the floor on offense, but then we just couldn't breathe on defense on the other end.
Let's talk about the play on Sydney stuff like that in the game tonight.
Yes. I mean, she stepped up and she kind of toted us a whole lot tonight, you know, but she's been capable of that all year. I mean, she's made big shots for us. She's a first-team all-conference, first-team all-region. So it wasn't a surprise for us. Misha wasn't having a great game. Cameron wasn't having a great game. And Sid is the one that normally takes the back burner for those two young ladies. And she stepped up tonight. She stepped up, and we were proud of her. She played as hard as she could play for her last game as a Lady Bulldog for the basketball team.
Sydney, what was different about the second half? What did you guys do better, especially offensively, do you think?
It was our energy. We knew that we had 16 more minutes left. We knew that this was our game. We just had to go out and take it. But we fell a little short. But either way, I'm proud of how we played.
Amisha, can you talk about defensively, sort of the challenges of playing Megan and sort of what happened tonight defensively for you guys? I know you guys threw a couple different looks at her, but what was the challenge like tonight?
Pretty much we wanted to, we know she wants to either penetrate or stop people up. So I feel like we defended her fairly well. Sometimes we kind of gave up at the end of a possession instead of playing the whole one, or we got a foul call. But I feel like we played good defense all together. We just didn't go our way tonight.
Cameron, what do you feel like the difference was in last year and you guys matching up with them this year?
We've done very well from last year to this year. I'm very proud. I'm a very proud point guard. I'm just I don't know what to say. I'm really proud of everyone. We felt short tonight, but it's all good.
Kimberly, can you talk about the last seconds, sort of, on the inbound pass and what happened?
It actually hurt me a lot because I really thought, we won the game. But it is what it is. You have to work harder. Us underclassmen we have to just work harder and come next year stronger.
What, you guys fell behind by 11 or 12 early. Was that jitters, do you think, on Kings Fork's part, or what happened?
Just a little butterflies, but when halftime, when we were ready to run, we were like, we got this. We were only down by how many points? 4 points. We got this. We just needed that effort, that push.
Coach, purely based on basketball, you guys led for most of the second half. I don't think a lot of people gave you a chance in this game. I mean, from a basketball perspective, you had to be pretty pleased with how the girls played and how they came back and built a lead and everything like that. Just talk about that.
I was pleased. Was not surprised. I mean, we played them before, and we played them over in at Monacan. We had different opportunities to take the lead, and we did not. But the outside may be a surprise, but our bench, the kids that had been with us the whole time, we wasn't surprised. As if, like Camry said at halftime, we was only down 4, and I felt like we played bad. We missed a bunch of shots. We weren't getting to the basket like we felt like we should. We wasn't surprised at all. I am a little disappointed that we didn't finish the game out the way that we should have. But I mean, a lot of things that we didn't do, and we didn't get in the last couple minutes of the game to help change it for us. I mean, I'm looking at the stats. They scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. They only had 3 in the third quarter. That's a big swing. That's a big swing.
Yeah, what did you guys do defensively in the third quarter? I mean, I think they went a long time without scoring their first basket. What was different defensively?
Defensively, we worked on a couple defense. We went back to a little bit of what we done last year. 1-3-1 they've always had a problem with. We kind of picked that up on the scout report, and we just kind of smothered the ball a lot more. We took the point guard away. We felt like they couldn't play without her, and everything kind of went through Megan. Megan didn't show up for them in the third quarter, and we was able to pull away and build a lead. In the fourth quarter, things changed. Things changed. It wasn't a bunch of jump shots that they took. A lot of what they got was in the paint.
Let's talk about your career at Kingsport. Moving on to college. How would you kind of, even though you guys ended on the low point, of course, but how would you rate your career at Kingsport?
I feel like these were a great 4 years at Kingsport. Every year I went further and further. That's definitely what we were doing. We went to definitely to state championship, and we got here, so I can't ask for that anymore. Yeah, we didn't win at the end of the day, but I'm still proud because a lot of people would love to be in this position that we were in, and we were here. So you can't ask for anything greater than that. I had great coaches, I had great teammates throughout my 4 years here, so I really can't complain. I had a great year here, great years here.
What were you guys' expectations coming into the season? Like, was it to end up in the state final? I mean, of course, all teams expect, but did you really expect to end up at this point?
Yes, definitely, especially how we went out last year. We said from the first day we got back together in the summer that we were going to get here this year. We were going to meet Monacan. That's what we said. Let somebody beat them. We knew we were going to see them in the state championship. So we played, and we did what we were supposed to do. We get here.
Coach, how much do you think playing in a Conference 17 helps you guys prepare for games like this? We're playing against Lake Taylor, the Wilson, the Deep Creek, night in and night out.
It helps us a great deal. Conference 17 is a really tough conference. We've seen that the last couple of years where we've been here, Lake Taylor been here, Wilson's been here. Every year we have somebody, the last couple of years since we've been in the Conference 17, we've had at least 2 teams in the States. Lake Taylor lost in the semis this year. Last year it was Wilson and us. So the tough schedule that we play in the conference and our tough schedule that we play out of conference, it builds us for the games like this. So when we fall behind 10 or 12 points, we never panic. We've been down before, and I know my kids will fight back. I know they're going to fight back, and they're going to keep playing.
You guys kind of losing, some seniors, and Monacan losing a lot of seniors. Do you feel like Group 4 will kind of reset next year, or we're kind of back at square one?
It'll reset for some people. It won't reset for us. We're going to lose Amisha. We're going to lose Sydney. But we have some sure enough talent, some great kids coming back. Amisha, we won't be able to replace. You're never going to be able to replace the post player. With all the things she's done, 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, you can't replace that. But it's just like when, before we had Khadijah Croker that went on to Virginia Tech, we couldn't replace her, but Amisha came in and done a great job. And that's what's gonna happen. Somebody else is gonna come in and do a good job. It may not be Amisha, she may not give us the numbers that Amisha gives, but somebody else will step in. The same thing with Sid. Sid has been that person for us since she's been a freshman that we always can depend on. We'll miss Sid, but somebody else will step in. We only have 4 seniors, and we only had 2 that started. So, as Cameron said before, we look to be right here again next year, but on the other side, not on the losing side, but on the winning side. That's already our goal, to be back.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.